Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. No, they back in Bolivia. Listen, what I was not here for was seeing any rituals and mass little babies, little mass murderous, bloody babies. No, I wasn't prepared for this. You know what? Somebody need to get Teresa on the line and tell her that he's sending people to kill her. He's saying pay or die. I'm not here for it. Y'all hear that? That sound like a goat. So we hear all those goats. And I'm like, we're not at a farm. Couldn't possibly be at a farm right now. That's not a field trip. Where do they have us out? Where are we at this episode? Y'all, we in Bolivia with El Santo. Then it stops. So where? Listen, did y'all hear them little demon babies saying, Teresa Mendoza, Teresa Mendoza, Teresa Mendoza, Teresa Mendoza, Teresa. I'm like, look, Teresa, these people, you need to rebuke that spirit. I just couldn't deal with it. I just wanted to go intercede. I just wanted to just start shouting, just start praying, right? Somehow the killer kindergartner then got to the state of Texas, y'all. She's at the gas station, and she ain't trying to get 10 on pump 5. They killed that man, the attendant, poor attendant. El Santo is no joke. She should have known not to be late. So Camilla's on her way to Max, y'all. Tomorrow, she has to go to Max. I don't know if she can hang in there. And she had that many issues, and there's no Teresa on her side. She knows what time it is. Time to break out, break through, and break. She can't handle it. No. Running's really, yeah. She pops 2 pills during her transfer. She starts convulsing. Then an interception happens. I'm not talking football. Crash! It's so bad for Camilla to see her outside of her red A-line dress and her red lipstick and red high heels because they had her in preschool shoes and chains, and that wasn't right. She didn't deserve to have the Velcros. Free Camilla. So I felt like, okay, once we knew it wasn't James who snatched her, I'm like, had to be Epi. Has to be Epi. I said, Epifanio, he's the only one. Cortez doesn't have the pull right now. Teresa's kind of smoothed it over as far as all the enemies besides El Santo. El Santo's not thinking about Camilla because Camilla didn't do the blood transfer. Teresa did. He wants Teresa's blood. He didn't think about Camilla Epifanio because spiraling Isabella then lost all her marbles. Isabella is being very rebellious and showing out. She's being mouthy. She's telling Epifanio off. You can't say she ran away. He knew where she was going and she was aware that she was going to do it. Therefore, she left freely because she wanted freedom. And what did Tyler Perry say in one of his plays early on? He wanted to be free, so I freed him. Bye-bye. So Kiki's cousins set him up. They didn't see it from the club. They didn't see the hate early on. And now it smacked him dead in the face. He didn't smash the phones. He ruined their phones. He dropped the phones in the 5-foot deep portion of their pool. Not going to work. You can't call for help. Wow, set him up. And Isabella, this is a lesson too, that you need to keep a bad chick around you, because whoever that chick was who told you to scream and they're gonna run away. I said, ooh, whose side are you on, homegirl? But she ended up taking one right there. So peace out, tell Batman we said we miss you. Probably actually in 2 different locations. She is definitely Camilla's child because she pulled almost a Teresa to get out of it, but still be like, hey, I'm a victim, but you need me to help you. You want to get how much? No, we need to ask for another 2. I'm going to keep 2 and you keep this amount and you're going to let us go. She's smart. She's got that hustler in her blood. So she figures out a way to get further freedom in the midst of a real situation. It's having a team meeting, I believe, at King George's crib. And they're devising a plan, saying the updates. It's just like a briefing amongst drug dealers and future queen and kingpins of their regions, right? Teresa advises Finch and see, who's that? I always ask you guys, what's that guy's name? Finch. I'm not going to say Marlo, but he was really acting as if Marlo was his corner. His previous life was Marlo, and everyone heard about what he did. I'm just saying, so this could be The Wire continuation just a little bit. Who knows? But they were all talking about their legend and their history, reputations, how they heard about each other. I can't believe you did this, boosting their own egos. Ego stroking. So Teresa advises, I'm going solo. She's taking her talents from Miami to the Cavaliers. That's what she's saying. No more Camilla. I'm the go-to person. Holler at me. Meanwhile, in the background, they're showing these super high shots. The camera then went from straight on to looking straight up. I mean, like it's coming at the top of our head. I don't know. Maybe they're saying, hey, this guy's living luxurious. Look at all of this craziness. Look at this lifestyle that he's about. There's a mini exhibit behind him with the dead stuffed animals. And I'm not talking stuffed animals. Stuffed animals. The difference. And King George is giving us romp him fashions. Romp him, thighs out all day. He said beard thick, thighs out. What? Thighs thick, beard out. Get it. I'm not mad at you. Do what you do. Do what you do. Do what you do, player. But yeah, he has these beautiful green plants, you know, the leather couch or whatever, fireplace, pretty as if Camilla's house is pretty. This, you could tell, was a completely different, very, 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 very masculine. Not my cup of tea. The main point of that scene, we learned that King George is something in Teresa that they are going to build as a team, and that's going to be season 3, huh? Y'all going to be looking like a team, huh? Easter egg. Everyone has a right to the throne. Everyone has a right to the throne if they can take it. So the crew has to grow at this point, and they got us in the room full of Nike Cortezes. But I'm not trying to stereotype nobody, but everybody in that room had on some Nike Cortezes. I'm just saying. A bunch of thugs. I'm just saying. They're about that life, but at the same time, all of them be as hood as they are, as gangster as they are, about that life as they claim to be. Don't care. Pote put them 2 things out like, what? What? Basically, the crew has to grow. And so Teresa enlists the help of Lil T and Lil T's people, which includes Uncle Hot Chest. Did you see Uncle Hot Chest? He had that thing. That chest was moving on Uncle. I said, okay, Uncle, you must have did some time. Or you go to the gym often. I'm not going to say which one. Then Chucho. Hey, Chu. Didn't Chucho remind me of a roughneck? Shouts out to MC Light. Remind me of a roughneck Kiki, right? If Kiki grew up just a little bit, you know, got some tats, turned out to be about that life for real, he would be him. I gotta do it in attitude, okay? But that whole scene, the thing with that whole scene was different than usual. Something about that scene was missing. I couldn't remember what exactly it was. I don't know. They were so sweaty and everybody was hooping. And they had a rough, it's like, you know what? Y'all look nice. They about that life, Teresa, but they needed some deodorant. That whole scene looked hella musty, okay? But what did my boo say? What did boo say? Pote came through and said, what is going on? Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? Do we... Stand down. Teresa's so used to made men, to grown man with beards with 2... I'm sorry, that's Pote. Y'all know how I feel about boo. Teresa's used to a seasoned criminal that's handling business, ready for whatever behind Camilla. How now you get the complete opposite. You're fresh in the game, boo. You start young. Pote and Epi might go back so far that they started off once young in the game. You get these teenagers at the park right now. You get these hoodlums that's ready to make a name for themselves. So Teresa has Rugrats, man. She's got Angelica, Susie, Chucky, Tommy, all of them, even Dylan, Phil, and Lil. They're gonna get the weapons, get caught up. Someone's gonna get shot, and we learn Little T's got a hot head, and she's always trying to prove a point. Dope little pistol though, with the Mexican flag on the handle. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But you know, when Pote come through, Pote's always throwing game, always throwing knowledge, and letting us know trust needs to be earned. Raise your hand if you thought Teresa was going to get the whole crew slaughtered. So the toy truck comes through, you know, somebody's radio controlling, and these goofballs are like, ooh, let me see. Everywhere. Explosions. You know, y'all need to know the difference between cover and concealment at this point. And sure enough, here comes James. That's why I think James is more than it appears to be. James is more than he seems. He kills the lights. Pat, 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 pat. But you get my point. Kills the lights. James is smart. So we're running. This is a brief run. Teresa's going. James is going. They even get to the point where it's bap, bap, right at each other. Both of them at gunpoint. Who's there to save the day? Da 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 da! I'm Pote, man. Here to save these chicks once again. Here to save everyone on this show, whether it's Epi, Camilla, anybody in between. I'm just a writer. And once again, Pote is Bay, dun 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 dun. Bay is Po, dun 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 dun. Po is Bay and Bay is Po. He's Pote man. Kiki tried. Kiki really tried. Kiki tried. He tried to stand up, but his cousin played him, man. You gotta watch them Judases when they, man. It's always Judas around. His cousin is salty. Old girl screamed, she got shot. I guess one of my favorite parts of the whole show would have to be kind of sort of going at it and reading her for filth, but giving her props. You're not Camilla. You're not Camilla. I mean it. You're not Camilla. You're better. You got heart. But you know what I really wanted them just to say? This is what I really wanted to happen. Cue the music. I'm Teresa. I got screwed over for the last 2 seasons, and I'm trying my best to live. Y'all stressing me out. Have y'all allowed me time to freaking cry? I just had an idea. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this, but you know how I said last week my mom is really into Young and the Restless? And if you know Young and the Restless, you know how they have that opening, right? And it's like everybody's turning around in slow motion and they're like, you know, introducing themselves. What if Queen of the South did that? Let's do it! Pote and Teresa are driving, stop, dead in their tracks. We see the kid with a dagger and her play daddy with a bloody machete, blood dripping down. Pote and Teresa do not run. They did not run. Teresa said, I got this. She advanced towards them. The girl's like, come with me. Teresa is willing to go do whatever it takes to get it right. She is in it for the long run. Then they hit us with to be continued, and I love the drama. Yes, honey, yes. It was a good episode, man. I want to know why is Girl in Mexico. I want to know where is the professor and why did we get introduced to this character? If she's gone, is she coming back season 3? All these people have died. Like I said, we've had so many murders this season. We had the captain, Batman, Boaz's brother, Brenda, Mark Consuelo, Kelly Ripa's husband. So much went down this season, y'all. So much went down. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know on a scale of 1 to 10 what we do. I can't rate it. I can't. On a scale of 1 to 10, y'all rate it this week. I want you guys to rate it this week. I want to see what you guys rate it as. Switched it up on y'all. Until the next time.